My grandfather's revolution freed the Martian colonies. The Red faction won that war because they understood the nature of the enemy. After all, they were only men.
Hello and welcome to GRTV and our Red Faction Armageddon preview. I saw this game a couple of weeks back at Gamescom. I thought I'd tell you a few things about what I saw at the presentation. Basically, Red Faction Armageddon is the sequel to Red Faction Guerrilla, a third-person shooter focused mainly on smacking things until they fall down, destroying buildings, demolishing everything around you. It was set on the surface of Mars. Now it's set underneath the surface of Mars in some humongous caverns, huge caves, and indoor locations. It comes from THQ and Volition, and what we were shown was basically a 10-minute segment of gameplay which showed off some of the new weapons that they've got in store. Primarily, the most impressive weapon they had there was the magnet gun, which basically you tag one object and you tag another object, and the first is pulled towards the second. This means that you can tag a building and tag an enemy, and a chunk of that building will be torn from it and will be launched towards whatever enemy you've tagged second. You can also tag two enemies and they'll smash into one another. It's basically a great way of destroying the environment. And the environment itself, now that it's set indoors as opposed to being on the surface, they can put buildings all around you. They have buildings on the ceilings and buildings on the walls. It's funnily enough, putting it on the ground has given them a lot more freedom to place the destruction all around you. The second weapon that we saw was the Singularity Cannon, which launches what is essentially a tiny black hole. This sucks in all objects from a nearby radius and explodes them out in this huge shower of magical yellow sparks, which tends to kill anything that gets close to it. We also saw the improved Nanoforge, which is a returning weapon from the first game. This can disintegrate objects, but it can also rebuild man-made objects. So this offers you a few options in terms of combat strategies. You can destroy a wall, run through it, and rebuild it behind you to prevent enemies from chasing you. We also saw a mech suit, again returning tool from Red Faction Guerrilla. Hopping into one of these, you can get some heat-seeking missiles. It basically turns combat into a utter carnage. You can steamroll through enemies. You can charge. You can shoulder charge through them, as well as using your heat-seeking rockets to blow them up in rather gruesome ways. I'm really excited about it. I think the move to indoors, which originally had a lot of people worried. They thought taking it off the surface of Mars might make it feel a bit more claustrophobic, but in fact, some of the settings that we're seeing, like they have lava zones, they have ice zones. Underneath the surface of Mars is quite an interesting place to be, and I look forward to playing it.